folks, and welcome back to Mindustry. I've been a busy person since we last met. This whole sector was captured. We are producing all kinds of stuff and sending it out all over the planet here. We take a look here. I've captured this whole area here, this whole area. We found a new enemy base. We have some other stuff. But today, we're going to go for it. We're going to try out our planetary launch terminal. It's been a long time coming. I'm really happy with our resource stuff. You can see there's tons of stuff feeding in here. There's tons of stuff feeding in here. We should be ready to rock and roll. I just have no idea what this presents as, how to win it, or anything. I've never seen this base at all, even like still pictures or anything. I don't know what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and launch out. I've been relatively happy with this configuration. It lets me get up and running relatively quickly, so I'm going to keep going with it. I don't know if it will work, but we'll find out, I guess, and we'll see what this particular sector holds for us. All right, immediately pausing. Ooh, we got thermal energy. Heck yeah, I'd love to see that. We have waterfront stuff that we need to protect, but that should be relatively easy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take a look. They are Spectre City, more Spectre City with, oh wow, this is the first time I've seen force projectors out of them. There's not really any soft underbellies yet of this, the whole thing. Like I can come up here and knock out that, but I guess that can basically take out that area if we needed it to. We have some thermal generators, which we can knock out a bunch of their power there. But the Spectres should cover that, I think. Not fully, but it's not the worst setup here. What we can do though is if we can knock out some of this path stuff here, we can knock out a lot of that. What in God's name is that? Interplanetary Excel. What does that do? Oh, okay. I don't know what that does. They have a ton of these lines all for. That's all that for that, but it's going into that thing. I have no idea what that does. Going farther back here, we can do waterways the whole way here, and then they have a core with lots of storage and lots of problems for us. But I feel I don't think we're going to win this. Let's go with that. I do not think I will win. But what I am looking at here is there's water pathways directly going to what we have. We have air defenses. We don't have a lot in the way of resources available to us, which I don't think is a bad thing. We have titanium, we have water relatively close by, which means we can make cryo fluid, so we can get big stuff if we need to. All right, I'm gonna pause the game here real fast. We're gonna go out. I'm gonna go over to salt flats, and I'm going to change that over to go to there. We're only going to survive 13 waves at our current settings, so that's a little terrifying. I'll wait for these guys to launch out. And then we're going to go over to our core depot, which I need to redesign a little bit. It could be more efficient, I think. You see how we still are filling these up. It's going out to 1, 2, 3 of the launch pads. I think if we did 4, we'd be in better shape, but we'll have to see what that is. All right, we have all of that. Let's go back here. What is on the other side here? Okay, another enemy base. All right. So we have that. I don't need this right now, but I'm putting it in anyway just because I don't want to screw around here. I want to get this thing done as quickly as possible. And in order to do that, we're going to need some help. So I'm going to do, let's see here. I think I'm going to put this guy, no, not there. Put it there. I'm going to remove that one and put more storage there so I can wrap around a build structure of some type. Going that way. At least that's my plan right now. We'll see how that works. I don't have a good plan of what to do here. So I'm feeling a little lost. We'll figure it out for sure, but it's going to be a little bit of a funky one today. Got all of that. Throw some surge walls around these areas just because we can. Throw that onto there. And we'll rebuild the things that we took away. All right. Cool with that. Now I need to figure out what we're going to do to get the factory set up here. So we got one there. That's our ground factory. Additive reconstructor can go there. Have that go like that. Then we should be able to do that guy. Followed by that guy. If I did all of my stuff right. Again, that's very questionable if I did anything right, but we'll find out here in short order, I guess. Let's say we want Novas being constructed. Or at least I want Novas being constructed. And we have our first enemies coming in. I'm assuming it's going to be a boat. Let me pause here and see what we got. Yeah, there's one boat. And maybe an aircraft. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. All right, so we need pause the game here. It's taking on stuff. We just need cryo fluid, which luckily shouldn't be too bad for us. So I'm gonna go over, get a nice impulse pump there. Go to our manufacturing area, find us a nice little cryo fluid mixer. All right, we have that part set. All right, I'm gonna have to, that side's gonna have to go somewhere else. Okay. So let all that stuff get built properly, hopefully. All right, they're just missing titanium. That's not a big deal. We can get that. All right, and then that can go there. All right. There we go. All right, so we got that. We'll throw an unloader right there. And as far as the outputs go, there we go. And then I suppose we should probably start powering up down here. Here we go. Now we have a whole bunch more power available to us. So we're gonna make exact copies of all of that stuff. How much does this thing consume? I forget what they do. 60. What are we making right now? Getting close. There we go. We're making enough. And I'm just going to have them fly back here just to keep out of the way of everything. Alright, I think I'm going to build a few more of these just for funsies. Now that's supporting well over what it has. We should be good. Cryofloat numbers are slowly moving upwards. Come on, baby. Alright, so if I do that... that needs to come like that. Yeah, we're using a good amount of power, but this bad boy is basically being fully supplied. I love all I should have to do is take this, and it's just a copy and paste job. There we go. Alright, so we have some Velas. Oh boy. That's right, I probably should protect that stuff out there, huh? So you guys, I just want you to go to repair things. We're going to switch these over to flares. It's going to go over there. Let's see, what else do I need? All right, and I'm just trying to... I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to figure out something to do to get all this going. All right, so we have this crew here. 4 Velas. I'm feeling pretty good about their capability of doing some fun stuff. So I'm going to bring them out there. We have a whole bunch of Horizons I'm also going to bring over there. Not that they're really responsible for a lot right now. But I want to start shutting down their ability to do things to us. Oh, that's right. Ripples can't really do much. Put these guys on the ground. We're just going to walk over here. You guys can actually just get repaired if we need to. Looks like we're mostly okay. All right, there we are. We knocked out the first little area of fun there for us. Let's just take a look and see what they look like on defense here. So they split into 2 for some reason. They have an overdrive projector, which kind of sucks. All right. Let's go knock it out. Or no, let's go all the way up here. Let's go play with their power. All right, well, we just killed the ability for that whole crew to do anything, really. All right, guys, come on. Just go in. Oops. Alright, they're definitely banged up a bit, but that's okay. These guys... bring them right to there. Then we'll set them down. Ooh, we can knock that out. So let's just get over there and just take away their ammo. See, do we... I just want to see how long we survive here as well, so I'm just going to go to a random sector. Alright, we survived for a while, so we do have time to investigate and play and do things, but I really, really, really would like to move on quicker here. So, in a perfect world... Let's see, who do we need to knock out first? If we knock out that spot, those guys are less effective. They're still going to be effective, but not nearly as much as they would otherwise. Alright, we just used up a whole bunch of their ammo. No problems there. The ripples have ridiculous range, right? So we can get out to the edge of the sand, a little closer on that one. So let's go knock that bad boy out. Get up in the air and fly away. All right. Do I want to be annoying and just use up all their power, or... So that one is done. It's out of ammo. What about that guy? That one still has ammo. Oh, we still have, I forgot we had guys over there too. Okay. All right, I'm tired of screwing around with that. I'm just going to go attack them. All right, if we can knock out that. And I'm okay if they keep sending this kind of crew over to us, because we can knock that out pretty easy. We don't have a ton of power, which is my only real concern right now. But I don't think we necessarily need it either. There we go. That's what we want to see, just raw destruction. Alright, so got that. Let's knock out that thing. Then I can stop with that silliness. I'm going to get them up in the air. We're just going to bring them back so they get repaired. We're going to take our bombers. And we're going to fly out and just try to knock out a little bit of this guy. So I'm really looking for is that spot right there, because we still got to figure out how to deal with these meltdowns. We made him burn a fair amount of his ammo. What I really want to do here is start taking over some of their places, because we see where there's mines, and you can see that we can load up on some of this stuff if we mine properly. We just need to kind of establish more outward defenses farther and farther away from where they are currently at. Or farther away from where we're at, I should say, so we're closer to them. The meltdowns are worrying, but if we knock out this liquid tank here, if we knock out those two liquid tanks, or just up here, it's over. They're not useful anymore, so that's where we're going to head next. We're going to just set these guys up. Ooh, look, and we have power generation that we don't even have to do anything. I love that we have that kind of stuff available to us. All right, so we're going to take these guys. They're going to make some trips up around town with us here. I think we're going to be able to attack this without really having to do any work whatsoever as far as getting shot down or anything like that. I think we'll be in good shape there. We might have a little trouble from that one, but it's nothing too big a deal. All right, so that's there. We're going to knock out one of those just for good measure. Now, I'm going to try to get these guys fired up here. And these guys can come in. Hopefully knock out their water options. Fantastic. All right, I'm trying to get these guys to fire themselves up. I don't know how much water they have. And I don't know what I got shot down by there, but that's okay. Bring up our next group here. And we're going to drop these guys in over there. Ah! Definitely did not mean to fly right into that, but that's okay. There we go. Let's go knock it out, folks. All right, this crew can land. And we're just going to start devastating their ability to generate power here. Come on, guys, fire up. There we go. Ah, they're attacking me now. Let's go knock that guy out. All right, whatever that thing was, we got rid of it, so it doesn't exist anymore, which is lovely. We have even more friends coming up for us to visit here. And they're using silicon as ammo. That's wild. There we go. All right, we're closing in on what they have to offer here. We have an outer ring of meltdowns, which is a little concerning. But I think if we come in from the top, oh no, they got foreshadows. So I was gonna say we can come in from the top and just break that water. They have a ton of specters that are all being water cooled as well. This is gonna be a battle here for the core. But I think we can do it. What I also like, I have to see here what our distance is with the foreshadow. Okay. The only thing I don't like about the foreshadow right now is I was really hoping that we could use this energy here, build up this, and then we could have something ready to roll right away. That does not appear to be the case, but there is a nice batch of thorium back here. So I think we might build up this as an energy source, build up thorium mines, and then have a wall of defenses here to help us out in some way, shape, or form, or to get long range stuff. I don't know exactly quite yet. I need to play with it, my brain here a little bit more, but we're on the right track, which is where I want to be. So we're going to back all these guys up out of the range of that stuff. And I kind of want to get just an idea of what I want to do here, because these guys are going to be the problem. If we knock out this, all of this defense eventually crumbles pretty quick. It might take a little while for the water to wear off, but it will crumble. All right, so if that's going to be the case, I want to take all of these, it's all 24 of them. I want them to meet me over here. I don't think there's anything in the way that can shoot at them for that whole spot. No. Okay, so they can join me right here, and then we'll figure out the exact path that we're going to take for this. Because again, we can knock out some of this stuff here. Fuses can take thorium. Did I not know that? I did not know that. I did. Wow, they do. They're even better. Okay, did not know that. All right, so we have to fly way out of the way. I'm going to get shot down. Yep. Okay. Go for that thing, guys. Let's see what we can do here. Nothing. Ow. Okay. I think we're just going to go full on assault with the Velas and just see what the heck we can do. I don't know. I'm very confused right now. I'm feeling okay because we got through their layers of defense relatively unscathed and kind of quick. I don't know how quick it actually was, but I feel pretty good about it. The big question remains is how do we knock out those these I'm not as worried about because we just have to break the water lines. These guys could break the supply lines and it's okay. But the foreshadows, two of them right next to each other is a problem. Getting through this is going to burn through a lot of these guys while they're doing their thing. We can at least get rid of the water stuff. All right, so we're going to assault right there. You guys are going to go assault there. And we're at least going to try to keep those foreshadows busy for as long as we can. We can back out of there now. So we knocked out two of those. Water is running, so that guy shouldn't have like a lot of good stuff to go on. I need to get out of the way there. And we shut down that random boat production as well. Let's go over and just cause problems. Why not? Right now, I'm going to burn through these guys, and I'm okay with that as long as we make progress. Oh, we're making good progress. Heck yeah, we are. Holy crap. We made more progress than I thought possible. I think we have it, folks. It's over. It is game over. Like, they still have stuff going on, but, like, it's over. There it is. No way. Look at that. No way. We did it. Folks, thanks for joining me. I am still playing with what I want to do. If I want to go through and conquer all of the sectors, which is really intriguing, or if I want to go out to this guy. I don't know, but man, I'm so happy. I feel great. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate your time. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.